The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Room to run right away. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Rattler. That's deep for Olave. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready?
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking to throw, Rattler. This one complete to Oliver. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. On the move past the 40. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll try the right side this time. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A tight end in motion now.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. The left side into the hands of Olave.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Strike. Strike. Ready.
We'll try and run here with Miller. And he's going to have the Saints first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now a run on 1st down. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run up the middle with Miller. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Ready.
Rattler now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Inside the 10, it is caught. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yellow, line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal.
Down.
They'll go with him again. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Williams on first and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
First and 10. Here's Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets and downs. And typically throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Williams. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They're going to mark him short. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete. One final chance, does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Saints 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he gets this up close to the 40. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rattler. Off he goes. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Those are the plays that Because as a defense, Mike, you feel like you do everything right in your coverage. There's nowhere to go with the ball, but you leave just enough space for the quarterback to not only break contain, but to get outside and pick up the first down with his legs.
Now Rattler gonna throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
I'll give on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Ready. Drill green. Hut.
Here's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Come on, set. Hut.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ready. Set. Hut. Stick. Metal. Ready.
Looking to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bears have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, Great job by the defense, taking that one away.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Full derail.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of the fullback. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
Now a give up the middle. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff running right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass, results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Throwing now is Rattler. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky main. Aggressive. Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled?
And the Bears are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. It's 1st down, and they'll run.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the Bears first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Rattler now back to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The ball's out. The Bears have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. And long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the